Hello everyone, Wangel here, and welcome back to the Wales campaign for Medieval 2. In today's episode, I want to get closer to finishing things off with the Irish, as we've been fighting them now for quite a few episodes, and I want to move on to deal with the Scottish now, who, if you remember, are over here in the north pushing against my borders. We have managed to take one of my settlements back, Castachnewydd. Although we're dealing now with rebellion now taking place, it seems that the local population have decided to convert themselves over to Scottish culture extremely quickly, a lot more than I anticipated, so we're at the moment trying to deal with that. Yeah, in fact, 53% of the people are Scottish, despite them only having it for a few turns. But we're in the middle of keeping things under control. We're unfortunately taking a few hits among our garrison acting here, but they'll be able to hold the town a lot better than the previous garrison at least. Let's ask you guys to get trained while we're here. I do have this bit here to deal with where we are heading towards Caerlev, but it does look like the Scottish aren't too happy about letting us take this spot. They're bringing in a full stack down here with a number of units, including dismounted feudal knights, noble Highland archers, and more Highlanders to deal with. So, maybe... do I want to try and take it? What will happen if I do? Because we have the possibility to go for it straight away. Let's see what happens when we assault. Balance bar very much in my favour. I'm going to go for a night battle just to make my command even higher. And to be honest, I mean, they've got a few units, but they're not really that big a deal. Although they picked up some Welsh skirmishers, they got traitors fighting for them. Those bastards. Right. Is it worth me auto-resolving this? Well, I'll do it and see what thing. We may take a few casualties though. Clear victory. Oh, we only took... okay, only a quarter of my army died. Alright, what do we want to do? We're going to execute the people. And... no, let's go ahead and just occupy it again. Luckily they're not too unhappy with us. Alright, we can retrain these. Can't do anything about that at the moment. And let's have a look. Only 44% of the population is Scottish. That's okay. Right, everything else is fine. Luckily for us, we've got a large garrison, so that's going to keep things under control a little bit more for us. Right, is there anything we can try and do here? Well, Caerlev is a large town, so really, there's not much we can do in terms of getting more troops. Best we can maybe do is do better and make them more armoured than that. But we'll have to just hold these with the Scottish right outside our borders. We need to finish things off with the Irish so I can get up there quickly. Although it could be an idea, once things settle down here a little bit, to actually send this army over once we provide a bit of a garrison. Tell you what, can we do this? Let's say one of each of these for the moment. And get Highland archers. In 2 turns apparently. Highland pikemen. That could be interesting. I mean, they're not the best armor-wise, but they'll be useful in dealing with horsemen. We'll find out in 2 turns if we can recruit them. Could be the same situation over as in Ireland when we had those cavaliermen, the gunmen, that we could have recruited had the culture not gone up so quickly. So we'll wait and see. But we'll hire a few units to act as a garrison then, and we'll have the rest of the army try and come over and support over here in Caerlev. So that's our situation over here. If we pop back down here, what's going on? Well, we've got a reasonable stack here. Captain Robert. Huh. Apparently you guys don't actually have any ranged units apart from this poorly manned bombard. I mean, they've got plenty of Gwent Raiders and Revelrin and that, but they don't have any sort of archers. Alright, well, what can we do? We can have them go after Captain Fowlan, who seems to be marching his way up this way. Or we can try and attack Captain Owen here, push past the bridge and head towards Tipperary. I mean, Tippery's poorly garrisoned right now. We could probably defeat them in a siege assault, but then we do have 3 armies in our rear, and I don't particularly want that. So let's have you guys go after Captain Fowling. Let's have a look. Balance bar, fairly balanced. Let's see what you've got. Mainly javelin men and archers, a cannon, some Gallic Latch, and what are these guys? Claffery. Okay, these are the reasonably armoured spearmen. I mean, they're mainly shielded. They do have a little bit of armour, so but once we get my Revelrin mixed up with them, it should be pretty Well, a foregone conclusion with my troops defeating them. Let's do this. We'll do this, we'll fight this out.
No quarter this day, men. Take up arms and take victory.
And see how it goes. I mean, a lot of my troops in the army are undermanned in terms of numbers, but we do have more units than them, so we do outnumber them. I think it was like 600 troops I saw. It should be okay. Let's wait a day. I want to make it so it's not foggy, so we can actually see where the enemy is.
Await my orders.
Seems my general for this, my captain, is leading this unit of peasants. I didn't realize I had peasants in the army with me. Oh well, you guys can just sort of stay there, I guess. Right. Let's do this. Spearmen, we're going to have you guys in the front. You're going to take the main charge. I mean, this is not ideal, because personally I would have liked to try and shot them up from range, especially with things like the javelin men, but since we don't have any range units, the best we can try and do is just get in their numbers quickly. And especially with the fact that they've got the range superiority, we want to get in, kill them off as quickly as we can before they try and do too much damage to us with their numbers of ranged units. So we just do this. We're going to put my 2 units of Mathafal horsemen. These are just light cav, so they're not normally as good as I would have preferred to have with Taily or mailed knights, but we'll take them as we can. So you guys can come over here and basically charge into any archer unit you see coming your way. And we've got 5 units of these. Okay, let's put 3 of you over on this flank here, so you can be the similar equivalent to my horsemen. And the other 2 can stay here in the middle and charge around as and when we need to. You guys can stay here, bombard, let's put you slightly up on this flank so we can at least have you firing down as we march forward. And let's do this. Right, where is... Okay, entire army, we need you to basically start marching forward, so let's just slow things down quickly. I'm going to pretend this that my troops have already had their orders to charge forward once we've engaged the enemy, so I don't mind doing it like this. Anyway, we'll have you guys charge into here, you guys charge into here quickly so we can kill them off. Squires, you're missile cavalry, aren't you? Yes, I thought you had light. For a moment there. Let's have you come over here and you can just try and do some damage to them from the flanks. Right, in the meantime, yeah, bombard. Let's have you aim at the unit of Galiglach. Where are we? Here. I don't know, the general's there. Let's have him aim for that. No, let's have you aim for the catapults. Okay, Milano Spearmen. You're going to charge forward into the unit, march forward into these units here. We're just going to have them walk for a bit, just so we can try and make sure that they don't get too tired. Okay, with Elwyn in the reserve, you guys can aim towards this unit of Galiglach. You guys can aim towards the unit of Spearmen. Right, Grand Raiders, we'll just have you guys march forward, and then you can support as you need to. Then, let me see, you guys have 1 unit charge into this unit of archers there, because they've got 3 of them on the front, haven't they? Yes. And then you guys... Come on. Alright, you guys can basically aim to come over here as quickly as you can, so you can charge forward into their lines. Alright, I think that's everything we need to move. We've got my general, but the fact that he's leading a group of peasants is not the most ideal unit in the world. I would rather him have led one of my other ones, but we'll take what we can, I guess. We'll just have him move forward. He might be able to quickly outflank an enemy unit or something and attack from the rear, where the numbers will make a bit of a difference, I guess. But all in all, we'll just see what happens. Okay, you guys are about to... Okay, hang on. You guys charge over here. Alright. There we go. That's a lot of casualties. Broken straight away. Fantastic. Okay, you guys can come over to here quickly. I want you to pull out of there before these Galiglach get involved. I mean, we could have actually defeated them, thinking about it. But I noticed the general's leading some archers, so I want to be able to try and take advantage of that. Oh, guys, you broke already? Bloody hell. That's not what I wanted to have. Okay, you guys can charge into here. Tell you what, everyone else, run. Get yourselves in... Oh, we've got these guys. Forgot about you guys. So if you charge forward into their unit over there then. Right, you guys can continue firing at them. Right, whereabouts did you guys run off to? You're on this flank, okay. We'll have you charge up to here then, so you're going to try and outflank that enemy unit. If I knew which... Where's the general? Is it this unit here, isn't it? Yeah. Right. Let's have you guys just come around this flank here.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Here they come.
Heavy infantry.
Right. Charge into that line there. Okay, this unit, you're going to come after the enemy's general and going to take them out. This unit, you're going to come over here and try and take out that unit of Gallagher with a rear charge. In fact, you guys can come over here and try and attack them from like that as well. Let's break through them, see if we can kill them off. We've got one unit already started to retreat, that's not ideal. Let's have you guys push forward. Right, you guys are over on this flank, let's have you charge in. You take out the archers, you guys charge into this bit. Gren Raiders, let's have you charge into through here. Okay, with Owen, let's have you spin around and attack these guys. Horsemen, let's have you take out this unit here. We'll have to watch out for the spearmen. We don't want them taking out our flanks. Oh, taking out my horsemen when I'm not looking. Okay, you guys can charge up towards here and take them out. Where's my squires? Okay, you guys can just focus on firing at them. Take them out if you can with what missiles you've got left. Alright. Let's have you guys come over here and take them out for me.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Right. These are routed, these are routed. Okay. The rest of the enemy seems to be like they're starting to retreat. We don't want them to do that. So if I use my Gwent Raiders, these guys are light infantry, so they're going to be able to move a lot more quickly. They should be able to catch up to at least some of the more heavily armoured units like the spearmen. And that, especially since these guys haven't routed yet. So if I charge them, that could be problematic, especially if I try using my cavalry, which happen to be nearby. Right. What's going on here? You're quite tired. Bless. Is that why you're just marching as quickly as the units right next to you? Probably. Tell you what, spin around and attack that for me. You guys can come after the unit of archers there. Right. Tell you what. You guys go after this unit here. Speed things up a little bit. We've basically got them on the ropes. We just need to push forward and finish them off. Chase down as many of them as we can, ideally. Although I don't know how much of that we're actually going to do, because they've just come up to the end here now. Right, what unit is around here?
The enemy army flees the
5.
field. All of Christendom will be awed by
That wasn't
the
too bad,
victory
223
we have won
casualties.
here today.
I was expecting a bit more, in all honesty. But I was a bit surprised by some of my men and how quickly they were retreating. But on the whole, I think we did okay. We've managed to take, it seems, quite a few prisoners. Wow, those javelin men are worth a fair bit. But there again, we did capture over 100 of them. Well,
Mercy, my lord.
I'm going to go the same way as all my other prisoners. Alright. Let's have you go after Prince Colin now.
Marching to war. The day is ours, sire. As you wish, sire.
Alright, this time I'm just going to auto-resolve. Nice clear battle, execute them. Apparently he can still retreat right past me, and now in a position where I have to take 2 turns to chase after him. That's annoying.
Need someone removed.
Alright, can we ask you to sabotage something? Go after this.
Years to build, minutes to destroy.
You failed. Damn it. Okay, well that's you guys sorted. What's going on over here? Oh yeah, we had... This is basically the largest enemy force that we've got in Ireland at the moment. Apart from that rebel force down here. So what I was planning to do, wasn't I, was to take you guys to come up and help join in the assault. So if we just do this, maintain a quarter of an hour. Now we'll just auto-resolve this as possible. Let's have a look. Bounce power is very much my favour. We do outnumber the enemy nearly over 2 to 1. Yeah, we'll just auto-resolve. Okay, we lost about a third of the army, roughly. Just under a third, but we managed to kill them off.
Such is
There we
the
go,
fate
nice
of
and easy.
all who oppose us.
Right,
Victory!
let's have a look. I do want to start replenishing some of the men, but we need to start bringing them really down to the south so we can deal with the Irish now quickly. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do, I'm going to let them march down without having a chance to be trained. Once we've dealt with them, then we can get them to the citadels and that, get them a chance to replenish, and then we'll be able to send them back over to the Wales then in order to deal with the Scottish. So let's have you guys continue to march straight down towards here. It's going to take a few turns it seems, but that's fine by me. Can you guys march as well? Not as quickly because you've got the catapults, but that's actually quite fine because it's going to help with any missile fire we do. Right.
They'll wish they'd never been born, sire.
That's fine, so we've got 3 more turns before we can actually attack Tipperary and Cork. We've got this army here, so what we can do this one, because it's not really ideal for a siege assault, is really have them back up any attacks on the cities, and in the meantime just have them defeat these small little armies that happen to be scattered around the place. If we actually put the place under siege as well, thinking about it, that would stop them from being able to recruit new units. So yeah, let's do that in fact. You can continue to march down here. I'm not too concerned about Captain Colin and his small little unit here. Although, we don't have a lot of units here necessarily. But that's okay. We'll actually help things out a bit by recruiting a few more. Do we not have... Oh, yeah, but we were going to convert Athenry over to a city, so I can't... There's no point in me doing anything like producing a archer range or anything like that. Okay, that's fine. In fact, let's just ask you to swap this around and do that now. Right, in the meantime, let's demolish some of these. Like I said, I have no idea necessarily if I would actually get the money back from recoup from here, but I might as well just do it now. See, catapults we keep because we can get that in the place. That will go. It's awesome skilled. I'll keep it just in case it can stay there once we convert the city over. I'm not sure. We'll find out, so no doubt. Okay, what about everything else? Barracks, we can get more gun spearmen if we've got enough here. We can get safe win once our culture goes up more. Lifford, I need to find out what the Welsh is for Lifford, if there is a Welsh name for it. Okay, what can we do here? I mean, what do you have actually? A drill square, so we want to make sure we upgrade that if possible. A practice range so we can get archers. And, well, we're not too concerned about knights in all honesty. But if we put these in the tree, like so, that would help things get things ready. Armorer, an armor could come in handy. Irrigation, yeah, let's put armor in as well.
Daughter of the Crown.
Proust, bless you, you're not really have done much for it. Like, she's been a reasonable diplomat and has allowed me to sort of spy out the enemy, but at the same time, it's just sort of sitting around not really doing much.
My lord.
In fact, we've got Cadogan here, Britannia. Let's have a look to see what's going on here at Cork. Very lightly defended, just a couple of archers and javelin men. This should be easy pickings for us. In fact, if we get our troops down here quickly enough, we don't even have to chase down all these little ones. They will just turn into rebel forces and the like.
Orders.
Yep, sounds like a plan. Right, what are you doing over here? You got a few units of archers. Right.
Sire, we are leaving the ships.
Okay.
Ships ready.
Let's have you come back over to the docks over here in Carnarvon. So that's way then we can actually get some more training. We can't do any retraining it seems.
Aye, sire.
Why not? Gun hulks. Oh, we need you guys to come over to probably over here I think. We'll do that next turn.
No more,
Right.
my lord.
Gulga and Coven, you've got a bunch of archers, and you've got your family members, so I presume he was going to go over and lead the force over here. So let's have you march over here. You'll get there the turn after we start laying a siege to Tipperary, so that's fine.
I'll
You guys
rip
go.
off your head and spit down your neck.
Of course you will. So this is a little bit of a problem. They've got the Captain Trezak here. He's got a few units here, but they're all badly, well, damaged. It looks like, if I remember, is this the survivors of one of my other attacks on them in the past? I can't remember. We'll find out. Anyway, let's end the turn. Otherwise we're going to do a Eastern Roman Empire style thing where we spend 20 minutes doing the same per turn. Not even including battles. Alright. Let's skip through all this. Alright, you can keep making that garrison bigger and bigger as much as you want. We'll be able to get there in plenty of time to deal with them. Although saying that, it does look like it's getting bigger and bigger as well. Oh, there goes those rebels. If you remember, those rebels there that the Scottish army just fought, had, in the previous episode, actually managed to defeat a small army nearby from the Scottish a number of times. They kept trying to eliminate them, and just wasn't able to do it. So I'm glad they finally managed... What? Hang on. What the hell?
Be gone. You are not my liege.
You have just betrayed me, you absolute bastard. What the hell happened here? A traitor to my people, Captain Llewellyn. This man has forsaken his pledge of loyalty. Oh, you son of a...
My lord,
Alright.
I am ready to approach.
This had best be worth our time.
Damn, we can't even ask them
Until we meet
to
again,
bribe them.
sire.
Damn it.
Command me, sire.
We're gonna have to basically fight them now. Oh no, we can't even... Can we not even fight them?
An order.
No, we can't actually fight them. Why? Fine. We'll have to do this the hard way.
Yes, sire. Moving to crush the enemy.
Still can't believe that happened.
Sire.
I really can't believe it. Jesus. Okay.
By your command.
I'll send you
We
back
go
over
no
to here for the
further
moment.
today, sire.
The army's getting bigger and bigger down here. I have to be a bit more careful. Right, let's have a look at you guys
Command me,
quickly.
sire.
Right.
Orders.
Yeah, we're gonna have to be a bit careful of this situation. Tell you what, let's have you merge with this
Yes,
one.
sire.
A second.
An order.
Alright, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna ask the archers here to be merged together.
Sire.
A bit like this.
My lord.
Because we can't actually retrain them myself, we might as well just take advantage of the
Will,
fact
sire.
we've got 2 units here ready to go. So you can join up with this.
Command me, sire.
That should help things out a little bit. You guys can head back to Trim in the meantime.
Yes.
Yeah, let's have you guys just march down towards
They'll
Tipperary
wish
in the
they'd
meantime.
never...
Who do you want
You guys
dead?
can come over here,
Name the
attack
next
Adam
one.
of Arsenal if you can, and kill him. Great. He's proven his worth again.
My lord.
Right. Well, on the plus side, I suppose that does mean my upkeep for my units have gone down a bit because one of my armies have betrayed me. Ah, damn it. Okay. We'll work with it. We'll work with it. Right. So at the moment we had another army again we trained over here in Carnarvon, didn't we? Yes. And they'll actually be done for next turn. So let's ask for a few more archers after this. Skip you. Okay, there we go. And you'll be able to lead the full army then over to Ireland as well next time.
Ships ready.
Alright, let's get a bunch of units ready to move.
Sire.
So, let's leave it one turn in fact. Alright, over here. Blacksmith, communal farming. Let's go for blacksmith here. Why not? Can't we train a crossbowman? We do have this large army outside the gates, but at the same time, they're not going to be doing anything to us if we stay there. But our units over here are starting to get redone, so is it possible for me to start moving out? We don't need to have 2 generals here necessarily, so which one's better leading?
My lord.
Okay, you can stay here, especially since you're acting as my governor. And where? Oh, where? Okay. Let's have you start to be a bit aggressive.
By your will, sire, we shall... I'll rip off your head.
Alright, you guys can come in here.
Yes.
Let's increase lower the taxes a bit. Let's keep things a little bit more under control. There we go. You guys can stay here just for the short term. And there we go. We're pushing forward now against the Scottish. Alright, anything we can do here? Not really. Cannon, a master armor. Yeah, sure, we can go for that. Okay, nothing here at the Citadel. Although we could actually use the local troops in order to try and supplement my army that's going to be coming over from Carnarvon. Because let's have a quick look. It's mainly going to be consist of Magonok spearmen and Uvelwyn. So we can get some Moronov spearmen and some Grant Raiders from maybe over here in Trim or something like that. That will help things out a bit. Yeah, we can actually get Mogonok anyway. So let's get some units from here, like so. There we go.
Splitting forces, sire.
Alright. We'll have to keep an eye on those Irish armies there because their garrison is getting bigger and bigger. They are recruiting new troops. Luckily though, because it's a city rather than a castle, I know that the troops are not going to be as good necessarily as what I can put on the field. But it's still not going to help too much if they're going to outnumber me and I'm playing on very hard difficulty as well. Alright, what are you guys doing here? Marching around it seems. Well, luckily for me, I wasn't actually planning to go straight after the settlement there. I was planning to just try and cause some chaos. Maybe go over and try and support Kalarelev as well. We'll have to wait and see. Speak you guys in Athens in the meantime. Let's move you guys. So what? Let's move you guys out temporarily. Actually, we can't, can we? Nope, we'll just keep you guys here then. That's fine. I'll tell you what, move you over to the forts here. Right.
An order.
So these guys seem to be chasing down my force now. That's problematic.
Be gone. You are not
I don't want to deal with them. I want to be able to just come down here and fight them, but at the same time,
Yes, sire.
let's do it. Yeah, let's sort them
Crush
out.
the enemy.
This is going to be an interesting battle, to say the least. I mean, the advantage is that apart from this unit shared with archers and the safe win, we outnumber them superiorly with archers. What happens if I auto resolve? Clear victory, in fact. Okay, that maybe cause more casualties than if I fought it, but at the same time, we've managed to get the problem sorted out at least. Okay, you guys can continue to march down to here. Let's see if we can kill off some more family members.
Name thine.
Mission success? Trait increased. Sir Meredith Orab Kovaliog is now become known as a murderer. Good going, mate. Okay, let's pop over to here. Alright. Ships, I need you to come back over here.
A fine day to sail.
Right.
Sire, orders.
Okay, that should be everyone. Let's bring some of these as well.
Sire.
And let's ask
Your
Reese.
will, sire.
Reese is a reasonable commander. Huh? Oh, I thought it said add horse drink and hoarder of wine. I thought that was a bit of a weird trait. Okay, you guys are going to march up to here.
My lord.
You guys can join up with them.
Command. Combining forces, sire.
There we go. We can actually get a few units now ready for us to lead over to here. Okay. Dylan, let's make you a little bit happier by lowering the taxes some more.
Command me, sire.
Right. I suppose the problem actually can... Tell you what. Can we ask you guys to try and come down
They'll
here
wish they'd
instead?
never been born, sire.
Yeah. Let's do that, because if Cork is more vulnerable, I'd rather just go down and assault that. We can keep an eye on things here thanks to my assassin and find out what's happening over here. But if they're going to concentrate their forces here, then we'll be able to just outnumber them then with our troops once we get our men into position. So, I think that's everything that needs to be done. Anything I want to spend more money on? We're getting a master armor produced in Carnarvon. Cannon maker over here. Penvor. You're getting a Tanner. Kadiv, what can we do for you? City Watch, maybe? Marketplace, sure. There's also some paved roads to be done around the areas as well. That's why I make it easier for my troops to get into position around here. So you guys can have that one. You can have one here once we've worked our way for all these other buildings. Alright, you can't do that. That's fine. Let's have a town hall for you. You got paved roads already. Okay. I think that's everything I needed to worry about.
God's will, we have triumphed.
Well, whatever I triumphed about, that's good to hear. Okay, so they're bringing their armies down. Right. They're going to be in a position to be able to reinforce, aren't they? Yeah, Baron's power is slightly against me. They will outnumber me. Quite a few nobles. Yeah, let's just do the withdraw.
We are disgraced.
No,
Fall
we're not
back and
disgraced.
retreat. We shall continue tomorrow, my liege.
Well, okay, if they want to send these small little forces around there, then that's fine. We can let them do that. And at the same time, we'll be able to go after them one by one, especially if we've got a night battle. Oh, Athenry, why are you rebelling against me, you sods? Oh, the taxes, that will help things out. Anyway, that's going to be the end of today's episode. So next episode we're going to basically have my army march down towards Cork in order to take us when it's quite vulnerable. We'll then concentrate all our forces then on taking Tipperary and defeating the Irish once and for all. And with that then done, we'll go against the Scottish, because how many more settlements do we need to actually take to win this campaign? We've got 27, once we take the other two that's 29, so we really just need to take 6 regions away from the Scottish or from the Norwegians, and then that will be the game over. That will be the campaign completed, and we've still got 160 turns to do it, so plenty of time. But anyway, that's going to be happening next time, but for now, thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next episode. But until then, goodbye for now.